So once you've had a baby, it's really important to focus on the breathing and bringing some strength and tone back into the abdominal and pelvic floor muscles. So for this belly breathing, we're going to place 2 hands on your belly and take a big deep breath in through the nose, really fully and deeply, so that your hands will lift up as you breathe in, as the belly moves out. And then as you breathe out really long and slowly, again through the nose ideally. And on the exhale, you want to ensure that you're squeezing out every last bit of air. So you're drawing the belly inwards as you exhale. So you can breathe like this with the eyes closed for about 5 minutes. And then from here, we're going to come onto the hands and the knees and do one of my favourites for pre or postnatal is cat-cow. This is amazing when you've just had a baby because you really feel very stiff. So on the hands and knees, we're exhaling, rounding the back up, and inhaling, dipping the belly down, the bum up to breathe in. But as you exhale, you're lifting the pelvic floor upwards and hugging your belly in towards your back, that direction, and inhaling to release. So exhale, round the back, chin to the chest, reaching up to squeeze, and inhale to release the pelvic floor and the tummy. Exhale, you squeeze the belly and the pelvic floor up, and inhale to relax. So every time you lift the pelvic floor, you're helping to heal it by bringing the blood flow and everything in towards that area. So next here, we're going to sit and do some pelvic tilts. So every time you exhale here, you're rounding your back and bringing your hands in front of you, and then inhaling, you're going the opposite direction. So similar to cat-cow, except you're tilting this time, sitting on the pelvis and tilting and rolling on the sitting bones. So you're rolling back and forth. So as you exhale, you're rounding your back and dropping your chin to your chest as you bring the back of your hands together in the front of the body. And then as you inhale, you're very much opening the chest up to the ceiling as you arch your lower back and opening the arms and the hands out and up. So doing this nice and slowly, rolling on the sitting bones will feel really good. And then from here, we're going to move on to pelvic tilts or bridge pose. So these are a fabulous exercise to do straight after having a baby. So if you have some sort of a ball, you can pop it in between the knees. If not, don't worry, just be mindful of slightly, sometimes can happen that the rolling the thighs outwards. So what you want to do with the ball in between the knees here, or just even be mindful of that sensation of slightly gripping the ball. And as you lift the back up, you're lifting the pelvic floor up and you're slightly squeezing the knees towards each other. So as you exhale, lift up the pelvic floor and begin to lift the hips up off the floor. You can hold for a moment and roll back down slowly with ease, making sure that the feet are facing forward here. If you have been doing this for a few days now or a week or so, and maybe you've done some yoga before, you can make this a little higher. So by bringing your hands together and coming up onto the sides of the shoulder blades, almost the tops of the shoulders, and lifting the hips up higher. But this should feel really nice and amazing for the lower back too. And then we're just going to drop the right hand down and lift the left arm up to stretch nicely to the side, and the other way around. So I'd really recommend you try and do this every day just for 3 or 4 minutes, and you can increase the time you do each one as you go. Enjoy!